Thank you. There's some things that haven't been addressed yet from the last meetings that we need to have addressed, and Director, you were not here at that time, so I need you to pull up handout number 7. Are you familiar with the letter that we received at the last committee meeting that was popped on our desk about 10 minutes before the committee meeting from CMS requesting page 2 specifically? We'll let you turn to that on that handout.
Yes, ma'am.
We asked questions at that time about why we had just received a letter 10 minutes before the meeting that was dated May, let me look at my date again, get it correct. The letter was dated, if you look at the one that says handout number 5, says April 14th. Of the 31st. Getting to the point of the letter, without you having to read the whole letter, there was a letter addressed to the people on this list on page 2, but the day of the meeting, the committee meeting, we were told that none of these people saw this letter. But we have a copy of the email showing all of the people that actually received the letter. And the reason that's important is that letter's been around a long time, talking about another $20-something million, correct? For the audit department, $20-some million. And what we'd like to know is that question about those funds, why the staff would not say they had not seen that letter, and why it was only given to us 10 minutes before a meeting when we should have had it, audit should have certainly had it prior to that as soon as you received it if there were an issue. We'll give you time to find out.
Okay.
It's page 2 of handout number 7, shows the people that received a copy of the actual letter.
Right.
But your staff didn't see it, they said. They had no knowledge of it, and we get it a few minutes before the committee meeting.
Okay.
Senator, and that is a copy of that letter is handout 6.
Yes.
And handout 6 has a
Yes.
note that letter, May 31st. And then it has all the people that received that also. So that's the letter that we're
So,
Yes, I have 7, 6.
So as you can tell, I did not realize what you're just now saying to me. So you're saying CMS sent a CC to these individuals, but they didn't actually CC these individuals.
No, we're saying they did CC them, and that your staff says they didn't see it.
You mean legislative audit staff didn't see it?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay.
At the meeting, in the last meeting, and the reason that I'm trying to, this is very important, we received 10 minutes before the meeting, Audit got a letter from the department that says that there's 20-some million still in question. That letter was dated on the 30th, 31st, and the audit just got it a few minutes prior to that. But your staff says they had not seen this letter.
So, Senator, to kind of help my boss along too, and
Yes,
help this
thank
go
you.
along, the staff present at the last meeting, that we didn't question every staff member on this, whether they received it or not. So the staff that was present at this meeting, DHS does not send all CMS correspondence to the leg audit. In preparation for the meeting, when Misty and I were going to come over here, we got to look around, okay, what might be relevant to this meeting? We looked at this and thought this might be relevant, and that's...
Actually, if I can, as you'll see, my name is not included on the CC of this letter at all. What happened was late, I believe on the Thursday or Friday, prior to the last committee meeting, I received an email from legislative audit staff asking for any correspondence from CMS related to this. I was completely unaware of that. So I began reaching out to various members, both the finance team, Medicaid staff, and others to say, do you know what they're asking for? Have you seen this? What could it possibly be? When do we get it? So it took me a bit to track the letter down. As you can see, some of the people on the list are no longer at our agency. They weren't at our agency then. And as I just started kind of asking folks, do you know what this is? And some folks go, I don't know, I get letters from CMS all the time. And so we ended up tracking it down, and I did provide that to Audit. Audit then gave copies of that letter to this committee so that we could discuss it at the last meeting. But again, it's not routine that we just forward CMS letters to Audit. I think Kelly made the pledge at the last committee meeting. However, we will begin doing that going forward. We've not received another formal CMS letter on this topic at this point. And then I've given the email that you all have printed here today as handout 7 that talks about us extending the deadline that was given in the management decision letter. And again, that's been extended out to the end of September.
Okay,